guys, welcome to Vegas United, welcome to another video. And quick disclaimer guys, before starting with today's video, I wanted to mention going forward with the channel for the time being that some of the match reviews guys will not be coming up the same day as the game is played, due to I've started back in my old job, and you know guys, I'm in Canada, so the hours is not, I'm not watching the game at 9 p.m. The game happens around 3, and that's around when I have my shift for work. So for one, I'm probably not gonna be able to watch the games that exact same day, and I'm not gonna be able to do the match review on them. So wait for the next day. I will do it the next day for sure, and it's not gonna be every game. It depends, and my work might coincide with some of the games, but we'll see. It's not going to be a thing forever. I'm hoping to change that very soon, but for the time being, that's how things are going to be. Everything else will be coming up. I'm not saying that there's not going to be videos. I might leave pre-made videos for those days that are not about the game, and then talk about the game the next day. And with that said, let's go into today's video. Because Sergiño Dest is going to be out, the new Barcelona right back. He's going to be a Barcelona player. We have agreed a deal with Ajax in the around market of 20 to 25 in the value for the player, and that's not too bad actually. 20 to 25 million euros is a pretty good deal. He's 19 years old, he's a right back, but that is very able to play left back as well, and very convincingly so. He turns 20 in November, and he's one of the most promising players out there. I don't think that he is, I've been seeing a lot of people touting him as the next Dani Alves, as the next, next great thing at right back. I don't think that his potential just yet, of what I've been able to see, is the amazing thing that people are making it out to be. For example, I've mentioned before Youssef Attal in this channel a lot of times before, and I think that Youssef Attal has the potential. Like, I've been seeing Youssef Attal for a while now, and I think that he is a player that has a lot of potential and could be one of the best right backs in the world. But Sergiño has all the qualities. He has playing the Ajax system, which is like playing for La Masia. It's like being trained by La Masia, which is very beneficial for Barcelona because he knows our playstyle, he knows the way that we do things, and he's just getting used to the teammates. He's a player that is going to be one of the most charismatic players for Barcelona, because his name is Sergiño Dest. Sergiño, which is a Brazilian / Portuguese name, Gianni, which is Italian, Dest, he is playing for the United States. He was born in the Netherlands, and it's very interesting. When I see that, I always think that it is a very fun thing to talk about. But now, talking about the player, with Nelson Semedo leaving for Wolves and leaving a pretty good amount of money in the bank for us, being able to sign him for half the price that we sold Semedo for is pretty good. We renew that position, and I think that Sergio Roberto, although I know a lot of people don't like Sergio Roberto right back, I personally don't mind it. I think Sergio Roberto, if he's given that spot, like if you say Sergio Roberto is going to be our trusted right back, then go ahead. I believe he's 28 right now, and I think that he can fulfill in pretty much, he can fulfill in a lot of positions very well. Like, he's, I think, the worst version of Joshua Kimmich, per se. Like, he's a player that can play in midfield, that can play at right back, that has played center backs at points, at left back at points, and done pretty decently. The thing that kind of struggles with Sergio Roberto is mostly that when the team plays badly, he's probably made the scapegoat. I'm gonna say it out there right now. Sergio Roberto and Sergio Busquets, whenever the team loses, if they're playing, they're going to be the scapegoat. You're not going to hear things about Messi, about Griezmann, about, I don't know, someone else. It's going to be those two for the most part. With that said, Sergiño Dest has, a lot of pace, he's very rapid. His attacking play is very, very good. And the thing that I want to say out here is that defensively, he's nothing too special. Like, he's not a very defensive-minded player, but he's 19, guys. What attacking fullback in the world at 19 can you say is a pretty decent defender? You're either good at one of the two things. You're either good at defending, like I don't want Bissaka, or you're good at attacking, like Sergiño Dest. Probably the best right back in the world right now, Trent Alexander-Arnold, attacking-wise, is phenomenal. In defense, he is very, very improvable. Like, very, very improvable. So, you know, like, let's not disregard it. If he makes a mistake in defense, like maybe if he loses the marker of a winger, like, let's not kill the player. Like, let's take it slow. And that's why I think that Sergiño Dest is going to be able to do very well, because he can fulfill right back, he can fulfill left back. But I think that having Sergi Roberto and Jordi Alba take that responsibility for this season should be very good. So Sergiño Dest can adapt to the team, can, you know, adapt slowly, so he doesn't have to be the makeshift player that he has to take the responsibility straight on at 19, because I think that is not something that any player can do in the world. Like what Ansu Fati is doing right now of taking responsibility at 17 is very, very rare, and it's not the normal thing, even though it is very good for us. Going forward, I think that Sergiño Dest is going to be able to give us a lot. He's going to be able to fulfill a very important role for Barcelona, and we're going to see what's going to happen. He's a player that has massive potential, that can play in a lot of positions. I think that even as a winger, I believe he started playing as a winger and then he transitioned into a fullback. And that is one of the things that probably makes good for a Barcelona fullback. Like, starting as a winger, because you have the attacking capabilities. He's a good dribbler. He's a smart player. He's not like about just dribbling down the line, putting across. He takes good decisions. He goes back if he needs to go back. He can find his teammates very well. And although he doesn't have a lot of experience, and I've seen a lot of people saying, well, why didn't we go for Max Aarons if we were linked to Max Aarons? Or why are we not going for a more experienced player? Guys, it's like we've already tried. Like, we've seen and tried that signing Griezmann, signing Dembélé, signing Coutinho. Although I think that Dembélé, it's been a different thing. It's not particularly been that he doesn't suit the playstyle, it's just been other factors. Coutinho and Griezmann have been expensive signings that we've signed them just because they were expensive. We didn't sign them because we needed them. We didn't need either of them. There were other profile players that we needed, and yet we decided not to do so. Normally for Barcelona, we don't do well with expensive signings. Like, with the super mega expensive signings, we tend to not do very well. Actually, history has proven that to us over the years. Like, David Villa gave better performances than Griezmann, than Coutinho. Like, Dani Alves, okay, he was pretty expensive, but like, he was there for the best Barcelona ever in history. Piqué for 5 million euros, one of the best defenders in our history, and one of the best defenders in the world. You know, so I think it's gonna be a nice change of dynamic, like, you know, buying these players for 25, because Barcelona used to be this club of, we build a super source, we buy the talent we can see, we can spot it, and we transform it into the players that they're gonna be remembered for. For example, Ronaldinho was very good. I believe already had won the World Cup with Brazil in 2002. But he wasn't, you know, the finished product. When he came to Barcelona, he went and be the final product. He went and won the Ballon d'Or. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to start, you know, buying the players that we need. And if we can see the potential, try to buy them to fulfill that potential. Of course, there's going to be the cases of players that fill the void that you need, that fit the necessities that you need. For example, like Kylian Mbappé, he's a necessity to pretty much any team in the world. And it just happens to be that he's pretty much not the finished article, because I still think that he can improve. I believe that he still should improve. Like, he's 21, 22? So he can still improve a lot, but he's already a player that's able to contribute at the highest level. So what I want to get the point across here, I believe, is just, let's have Sergiño Dest, let's trust in him, and let's see, because one of the things that I'm also interested about is, let's take it slow, because with Sergiño Dest, we can try him at right back or at left back. If it happens that, for example, we can't find a top class left back because Jordi Alba is getting on years, and I don't know if we're gonna put our trust in Firpo. I would put our trust in Firpo if we're not gonna sell him. Like, give him another season. I don't think that you've given him enough chances to judge him as of yet. Maybe we have Juan Miranda, but who knows? So if we cannot find a replacement for Jordi Alba, because we need to start looking for a replacement. Not that Jordi Alba is finished or anything, but this is that time to start looking for a replacement. And if we cannot find one, because at this moment in time, other than Alphonso Davies, I don't think that there is another outstanding left back that Barcelona should be really going to try hard on. So maybe if we can do with Sergiño Dest, a right back 15, that we have Emerson coming for next season, and there are other names like Jose Batal or stuff like that. They are very promising players, and I see more talent at right back than I see at left back. So maybe if we can find a left back, Sergiño Dest goes to left back, and we go ahead and sign a right back. But with that said and done, guys, I think that will be it for today's video. I just wanted to say that it's going to be a very exciting signing. We're doing things very well. There's also the Ousmane Dembele news. I don't know if they're true or not. We'll see. I wanted to talk about Griezmann today, but seeing as that's going to be signing with Barcelona, I wanted to get this video out there. I'll probably talk about Griezmann in the next couple of days. Anyways, guys, thank you a lot for all your support. Leave me all your comments in the comment section below. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.